Doing?
We're gonna go fill up all this water because it's too cold. You can't get water any other way.
All right, lines are frozen.
Step one, dress for -30.
Dress for -30.
Yeah, this is a sled. You started pretty easily, you just turn the key. If you try to keep this kill switch here for emergencies only, then it's unlikely that you'll switch it off using the kill switch and forget to switch the key off, which would result in a flat battery, so don't do that. So yeah, just turn the key, don't sputter. Pretty normal for these temps. Try it again. There she goes. And then pretty quick here, it'll pop up on the screen, it'll say temp. That means it's too cold to drive. Yeah, there it says temp. So let her sit for like 10-15 minutes until temp goes away.
Everybody's back from the launch because it's so cold. So excuse the mess, but we've brought the pump inside to hang and drain and dry and keep warm. And we'll take that stuff outside and show you how to set it up, but also need to bring that in every day, drain it out so there's no moisture, not going to freeze up before you actually get a chance to turn it on. There's also this garden hose, which it's really important to make sure it's drained and dry after use. Currently it's not needed because we're able to get the sled close enough to the pump that we don't actually need it. But if you need an extension, if you can't get the sled close enough to be able to just fill the jugs while they're in the toboggan without having to haul them, then you can use that garden hose. We've actually just strung it up from the top floor all the way down the stairs, draining into this bucket from the very, very top to be able to let it actually drain properly and dry. Otherwise it'll freeze by the time you get to the water hole and your life will suck. Once you're loaded up, head to the water hole. Up here, down towards the outhouses, hang a right, follow the heli stakes with these sleds. If the kind of the best way to throttle them is just by actually kind of gripping down at the bottom rather than here, and then you can go a little bit slower, easier to turn when you're going slower, so you don't send it off the trail. Okay, so bring the sled down here. Kind of made a bit of a platform. I don't know if you can see that you can drop the sled down right beside the hole, which is marked, and currently no snow because there's no snow anywhere. We've been using these big blocks of snow to kind of cover the hole, and there's a piece of styrofoam as well. And this board that's down here, you can set it here to the side and put the generator on it as a platform. The hole may or may not be frozen, so we've got the yellow handled shovel that apparently hasn't been used for poop, and it's a designated water hole chiseling shovel. Platform, generator, pump goes right in the hole. Okay, similar to the generators at the other lodges, fuel on, switch to the on, choke, turn it on, pull it out. Okay, and then it should, because you've had it inside, should start pretty easily. Once it's running, dial back the choke. Voila! Yellow bucket goes in the hole, fills up the water, pump, goes into the yellow bucket.
Just been dipping it a couple times to like prime it or whatever.
Give it one of those.
Then as soon as you plug it in, there's gonna be water, hopefully.
Boom! Yeah!
Shove it out right now, so you can just drag the empty toboggan over.
Once your jugs are full, just leave everything running. Don't turn it off. Leave it running, and then when you get back with your next batch, your next load, yeah, everything's still good to go. When you pull the sled out of here, just the way that it is set up, I'll help them push the toboggan, but just make sure that you can actually pull the toboggan out without it knocking your generator over into the hole. Contaminated in water, that would be bad. Once you're done hauling all the water you need, turn the generator off, unplug the pump. The pump stays in the yellow bucket. The yellow bucket goes back in the white bucket. Do your best to cover the hole and haul all of this stuff back to the barn. Top up the generator and the snowmobile completely to the top when you're done. That way it'll prevent condensation from forming and end up with water in your tanks. One thing to mention, park brake on the sled. Squeeze the trigger and put that in. Hey, let's see if I can do it one-handed. So when you're parked here underneath the deck, you kind of need to pull up far enough to be able to get the toboggan in and the door open. So you can park up the hill, set the e-brake, and then to release, just squeeze. So when you're filling the buckets with water, inevitably you're going to get some water in the toboggan. So we just brought it inside to thaw it out, melt the ice, and then dump it out so you're not stuck with half a block of frozen toboggan. Same with the generator here. It's been minus 30 this week, and it does start eventually when it's been left out in the cold, but it's way nicer. It starts way easier when you actually bring it inside. So it's kind of a pain in the butt bringing it all back at the end of the day or at the end of your run, but totally worth it.